I wrote a series of fantasy novels called The Wing Feather Saga, which is, we're making a pilot right now to pitch it to Netflix for an animated series. So, just gotta convince him. And so anyway, so I wrote this book series, which was one of my favorite things that I've ever gotten to do. It took about 10 years to write the whole thing. And anyway, I finished writing the last book, the final book of this big epic fantasy, and like the week that I finished, it was like running a marathon. I was so tired, and my brain was so tired. And then the record label called and was like, "Hey, it's been a year and a half. It's time for you to make a new record." And I was just like, "Are you kidding me? I've got nothing." And so that's when somebody had the idea that I'd do a greatest hits album, which I loved that idea until I realized that I didn't have any. And so what we did was we took a Facebook poll and asked people to choose their 2 favorite songs off of all of my albums. And so we put out an album that was like one compilation. We called it a collection. After all these years, a collection, so that we wouldn't have to call it a greatest hits album. Anyway, so anyway, we did that, thinking it would buy me some time, and the problem was I had to write like 3 new songs to put on it, and I was just so tired. So anyway, all that to say that like by the time it was finally really time to go into the studio, I was still had no new songs, no album songs. And so I had one, and I went in and I played it for the producer, and he goes, "Okay, what else do you have?" And I was like, "I only have some dragon stories that I've written." And he was like, that will not do. So we had 2 months in the studio, and I had to turn in this record to the label at the end of a 2-month span of time. And I'm not like the kind of songwriter who can just crank out songs, and so it's really scary. And so what happened was my buddy Gabe, the producer, would text me ideas. And so I'd get these little MP3, and I'd look down at my phone. It would be a little MP3 or a voice memo that he texted me of him going, or it would be, some keyboard vibe, like 30-second little clips, just to get my juices flowing. And so he sent me a guitar part one day that went like this. That was all. And I liked it. Don't you like it? It sounded pretty. And so I texted back. I was like, "Ooh, this is good. I think I can find something in there." And so I would drive around Nashville just listening to these little song snippets while I was running errands or whatever. And so one day I was on the way to the studio. I stopped at an Indian restaurant because I love chicken tikka masala a little too much. I just discovered it, so it was this revelation every day. I was like, I need more chicken tikka masala. And so I stopped at the place next to the studio, and I placed my order, and I kind of leaned against the wall waiting on them to call my name. And while I was leaning against the wall, I had my phone up to my ear, and I was listening, and I found this lyric. You're my oasis, the eye of the hurricane. One look at your face is all I need to remember my name. Andrew Peterson, your order is ready, number 292. Chicken masala. And thank you for laughing. I always take it as, like, every now and then there'll be somebody from India in the show, and they'll come up and say, "That was a good accent." So, wow. That's good. Makes you want to do like 10 different songs right now, maybe capture the magic. So anyway, so they called my name, and I rushed to the studio. I threw my bag of food onto the coffee table. I was like, "Gabe, I think I have the beginning of the song." And I played it for him, and he goes, "Okay, it's good. I like it. I just can't tell. Is this a love song for Jamie, or is this like a song about God?" And I was kind of like, "That's weird," because I thought it was a love song, and I thought about the lyric, and realized, I guess, it's true. It could go either way at this point in the song. Maybe we could just make it a song about God, and then just never tell Jamie. And so we prayed about it for a few minutes, fasted for a few minutes, which is kind of hard because we can smell the curry. So anyway, I decided the only thing I could really do in good conscience was write verse 2 and see what verse 2 was going to be about, because the songs kind of like tell you what they want to be. And so I wrote verse 2, and when it was finished, I was like, "Okay, got it, definitely a love song." And so I went and played it for Gabe, and he goes, "Okay, definitely a song about God." And it was so confusing to me, and I was like, "Really?" And I listened to it, I was like, "You're right, I didn't realize that." So I realized that maybe the song was supposed to be about the way that Jamie has demonstrated over the years, one of the most focused pictures of the nature, the quality of God's patient love for me. So I wrote this for her and for him. You're my oasis.